This is Koenigshof, a member of Luxury Collection Hotels with Marriott Bonvoy. This is the newest property in the city when it comes to luxury hotels, not even a year old, and one of the newest Marriott luxury hotels in the world. It even has one of the most stunning breakfast buffet views I've ever seen. You're not going to want to miss it. I can't wait to show you this incredible property. Let's take a look. The property here has 9 floors. We're on level 2, but we're at the end of these really cool hallways here with the best view in the house. Now I want you to notice the luxuriousness of the hallways because it's all wood, this black wood that not only is on the walls, the ceiling, all around, and the lighting is just beautiful. And I love that every door, wherever you enter, has its own little lighting fixture. That's amazing. But we're at the end of the hallway with one of the best views. Now this is a very small room. Because it's still the same category I booked Deluxe, but it's they only have a few rooms here at the end that offer the view of the main public area. Let's take a look. So right when we enter the room, we have a wall of mirrors here, and then we have the wood paneling on this side, and this is all the closet space. So in the first closet here, we do have the robe, as well as luggage rack and the coat hangers. It's very well lit. I'll just show you the robe here real quick. Robe is very nice. It's very thick. It's branded. And I definitely approve of the robes. Those are very nice. There's one here, and then there also is one in the bathroom as well, so 2 robes, which is great. And then we have a second closet here, and this one does have the slippers. And I'm very impressed with the slippers because they're very thick design. They're closed-toed. They also are black. The only other place in the world I've ever had black slippers is the W Hotel in Osaka. So this is not only the second one that's had that, but it's just a really unique design. And it's even branded with the hotel's name on here. So that's a whole extra level of luxury there. And then otherwise, it's just kind of some more storage space in here. Looks like some different attachments for the Dyson hair dryer, which is actually really premium, which is probably in the bathroom. And then this is great. It looks like we have the New Testament Holy Bible. That is great. Praise the Lord that that is there. Highly recommend giving that a read. All right, now here we are in the room. When I first walked in, I was a little shocked because it's so small. I can't remember the last time I've had a room this small before. They tried to upgrade us to a junior suite. However, there was some maintenance issue and we were waiting a long time for the room, so they were able to get us in early to this room, but it has a great view here looking out. I want you to look at the view, but it's a very nice view because it's an action view. An action view, there's people walking, there's the tram going by, so it's a very happy view, and that's what I really like. Great, so when we first walk in, we have the whole minibar area here with the high-end espresso machine and the coffee pods, a nice big TV. But when we first walked in, I was a little surprised at the room size. It's actually, the standard room here, it's advertised as like, I think, 50 square meters, but it's pretty tiny in my opinion. And I definitely wish it was bigger, but it still feels very luxurious. We have all the different, just beautiful texturings and materials used for the different equipment. Even the whole floor here, it's all this nice wood. So it's extremely luxurious, so it still feels very comfortable. Now, this is one of the few hotels in the world, especially city hotels, where everything in the minibar is complimentary. And I had to ask a few times about that, but yeah, when they brought us to the room, they explained everything is complimentary for all guests, and it's restocked every single day. So we have all kinds of sodas in here. It looks like there's also some type of, not sure what this one is, maybe it's a beer or something like that. There also is like a chocolate, there's some still and sparkling water. Up here we have all the cups. Down below here we have a little wine bottle, and then down below there's some chips for purchase. Phone, notepad, but I love the design of the minibar. It's just a really cool piece there. Over here we have two little seats kind of in the corner. I feel like every part of the room is amazing. I just feel like they could have done something with this wall here. Just kept the wood design going, or maybe a cool love their lighting element there. It's just kind of a little plain. Over here we have the windows. They're floor to ceiling windows. The building design itself is really unique, but the windows are kind of tiny because like you have this whole thing here that could have been a window that it's not, but it's still cool that we have the floor to ceiling windows here. Now these blinds here are pull and so are these, but we do have a button that we can press that actually brings down extreme blackout shades on the outside. So just keep that angle and then I'll press this and then we can take a look and see what it looks like. There we go. So these are what they call the blackout. So if we just hold that down, those are going to come down all the way. And we also have, it's called a screen, but I think only one's working there. Now the bed designs here are really unique. We have the really cool wood paneling, the dark wood all the way to the ceiling, really nice headboard, really nice piece there. I also like the lights next to the bed. It's just really, really beautiful. We have the Bose Bluetooth speaker, which I'm loving at these new hotels to connect your music to, and then the remote control. But just really nice that we also have the carpeting around the bed and the ottoman. So those are great. Next up is the bathroom. The bathroom is over here. We have a nice door to close off, but everything is extremely luxurious. It is a little bit on the smaller side for these standard rooms. Bathroom does have the one sink here. We have a couple glasses, towels. We have some body lotion, amenities, towels. The mirror design is kind of cool how they have the 3 lights kind of built into it. Here's the other robe, and then we also have rainfall shower, which is something that I look for, as well as separate area for the toilet. And the rainfall shower is nice because it has these really cool jets up top, about 5 different ones, and it has different modes, which is really cool. We have the Leishman soaps. So overall, the room is very luxurious. It's just on the small side in my opinion. It has a great view. So far service has been excellent. Lobby is beautiful, building is beautiful. The public areas are really nice as well. Let's go take a look at the rest of the hotel and see how it is. Welcome to Koenigshof in Munich, Germany, a brand new chapter in one of the city's most famous addresses. This property is located on Karlsplatz, Munich's central square. Right across from the hotel is the Karlstor City Gate, which is the western entrance to Munich's pedestrian zone. The arch feeds straight into the busy area, one of the busiest shopping streets in Germany. So foot traffic is consistent. Commuters, shoppers, and visitors all day long, making this hotel in an excellent location. And it's a milestone for Marriott. The hotel opened in June 2024 and marks the luxury collection's debut in Germany. It has 106 guest rooms and suites, which is actually on the lower side for a lot of luxury hotels. It has contemporary architecture and interiors that frame huge city views through floor-to-ceiling glass. Inside, there's a dramatic 20-meter glass atrium, which sets the tone the moment you arrive. You also find curated art throughout, including pieces by top artists, a nod to Munich's long relationship with the arts. The arrival experience and ground floor lobby here is just incredibly spectacular. It really is separate from so many other luxury hotels in just its unique design. You have the atrium there that goes all the way up. Up there is all the guest rooms, and then you turn the corner here and you basically take the elevator up to the 3rd floor. Down here, there's usually always a bellman handy to help you with your bags when you first arrive. Concierge also to help give you ideas for what to do in the area. So it's just a really great reception area. When you enter and arrive, you definitely arrive and depart in style every single time. It's completely stunning. And again, it's just so unique from a lot of other hotels in just the gold accents. And you can just tell it's all brand new. The property was restored here actually. Originally, it's been in different forms since the 19th century. The original was destroyed in World War II, and a post-war successor opened in 1955 and was later demolished in 2019 to make way for this brand new build. This result is clean and a modern landmark that opens itself to the whole square with the gold-toned shades and design. Once you get up to the third floor, you basically get to walk in here to the beautiful reception area. Now this is a sit-down check-in, which is usually at some of the most exclusive hotels in the world. They have a fireplace going, just really nice seating area. You can have a seat, and then on this level also is the property's several different dining venues. Now we arrived here in the morning, so our room was not quite ready. So instead, we went ahead and relaxed in this lounge area called the Green. They have light bites and snacks here to order. They actually sat us here when we were checking. They're like, yeah, we'd love to have you have a drink, relax here. But when I asked the waitress, they weren't going to give the drinks complimentary. A lot of hotels, especially luxury ones, if your room isn't ready or you get early, sometimes they'll just give you a couple complimentary drinks. So I wish that they would have done that. Instead, we just sat there and waited. This is now heading up to our guest room floor. We were on the lowest floor, the second floor, which is typically unusual, but thankfully we did get one of the better views. Now, I really wanted to experience a suite here. However, it just wasn't available. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if it actually wasn't available or they just didn't want to give it out. So if I stay here again, I definitely want to see if anything like that is possible. The room though was very small, but they definitely put a lot of money into it with all the beautiful materials, the view. It just feels very elegant. The hotel also has a lot of those nice experiences with the dining venues and views. So even though the room isn't that amazing, the hotel was still pretty worth it for me just because of all the other amenities. Now, here's the Green, like I mentioned. It's a beautiful seating area. It's on that side of the building that has the great views. It's basically double story high, so it has extremely high ceilings. But I want you to even notice the walls. They're just so cool with all the indentations, the special lighting. It's very special. Just next to the front desk, we have this area called the studio. I'm honestly not completely sure what this area is for. It's just kind of like a place to relax. All they really had in there was some coffee maker and some water. Next up, we have the Gold. The Gold is located directly next to the Green. It's a polished lounge with a terrace that looks out over the city square. It has incredible service and it has all the beautiful gold tones, but the patio outside here is where you're going to want to sit. It is incredible. It offers some of the best views of the city and a lot of action, including the trams going by, cars, people walking. This lounge area feels very sophisticated and like almost the definition of luxury. You have all the gold walls, the beautiful lighting, excellent service. To elevate your stay, the hotel offers a daily Epicurean moment for all guests. This one was between 3 and 3:30 here in the Gold, and it included a complimentary tea tasting, and they also were able to explain about some of the history of the tea. We were able to sit down, they explained to us about the different teas, and we were able to have some freshly made tea. It was a great experience. They also have a similar experience up for breakfast in the restaurant, where the chef will actually specially prepare something. So they just have different really cool amenities during your stay, which is awesome. I wish every hotel would do more surprise and delight moments like this. They also have specialty pastries. Service was fantastic. And they have all other different kinds of specialty drinks. Here's that beloved terrace area with the amazing see-through glass and open air terrace, giving you one of the most amazing views of the city. The architects of this building did a phenomenal job blending in the sophisticated luxury design of the building, but also allowing you to take full advantage of the view and the location the building is built in. A lot of hotels kind of ruin it by not giving the best places, the best views in the hotel, but this place really does it right. It's incredible, not only views from here, but also you're not going to want to miss the breakfast views. Next up, we are heading to the hotel's basically like fine dining restaurant. This place is called Greta Oto. It is on level 9, and it's basically has a focus on Latin American foods with Amazonian flavors. It's led by a Peruvian chef. It doubles also as the social spot with panoramic views on weekends. This restaurant not only has a bar when you first walk in, so you can sit at the bar, order drinks. It has a little bit different vibe than like the main seating area. But I want you to notice the beautiful ceiling, the layout, the lighting. Everything is just super luxurious, just fantastic. Then when you enter the main dining venue, prepare to be amazed. This place is beautiful. This is a true luxury restaurant, and every luxury hotel should take inspiration from this. You have the sophistication of the walls. You have floor-to-ceiling windows. You have very modern furniture, and you just have some of the coolest views in the city. Because you're up here on the 9th floor, you're basically towering over the other buildings in the city, which is awesome, because otherwise a lot of the lower floor guest rooms don't have the best views because they aren't high enough to see out. Now, this place goes all the way back, and I love all the different nooks and corners. So no matter where you're sitting, it feels like a very private experience. Now, we were only here one night, so we did get to experience breakfast, but I do wish we stayed here longer. I've been to a lot of breakfast buffets around the world, and it's sometimes very hard to blend an amazing buffet, service, and view. This place does it all excellently. Now, you not only have the most stunning buffet here with some of the coolest views, you have the cereal bar, the fruit bar, cold items, you have the cold cheeses and meats, but then you also have a menu where you can basically order unlimited items off of the menu as well. So that's literally everything I look for. And if you're platinum, titanium, or ambassador with Marriott Bonvoy, you do get complimentary breakfast for two, and you can choose that as your welcome gift when you check in. You basically get a choice of either breakfast or 1,000 bonus points. Definitely choose breakfast. It's worth 10 times more to 20 times more than those 1,000 bonus points. This area is spectacular. They also have all these delicious pastries, fresh made every single day. The area is kept very clean, modern, and just beautiful. The interior design with the green tones, and then as it goes out here into the wood tones, really just emphasizes and draws your attention to the hotel's detail. This was the view where we sat, but no matter where you sit at any of the tables, especially along the window, every single one has an amazing view. Now you're going to notice just how much food we ordered. We basically wanted to try everything. I tried my best not to let anything go to waste, but they not only have the yummy food, they also have amazing smoothies. This was basically a poached egg with some avocado. It was just fantastic. They also do unlimited cappuccinos, all included. They have acai bowls, and then they have even pancakes and waffles to order. I tried some of their smoothies, including a green smoothie and a red smoothie. So this place has tons of options for breakfast. You're going to want to give yourself at least 60 to 90 minutes to truly take in this moment and experience it, as it is one of the best breakfasts in all of Europe. Next up, we're going to go down one level to level 8, where we are going to enter the private spa and pool facilities. Now, unfortunately, these areas are not included if you are a guest here. It is only if you pay for a treatment, or you can rent out the space for a few hours. I do not agree with this. They did say when the hotel first opened, they did allow guests to access it for a few hours at a time. I really think that they should go back to that because it adds incredible value to your stay. The area is very nice. It's a very private experience. You can basically rent this area out for 3 hours for 520 euros, which in my opinion is too expensive. But it includes a shower area here. It also includes sinks, toilet. It includes a place to kind of get ready here, lockers. It also has a sauna. So this is a great facility with, it does have a window, so you do have views, but unfortunately 520 euros is just way too much to rent for just 3 hours. And for the high prices people are paying to stay here, it should be included, even if it's only for like 30 minutes or an hour, and it's based on availability. That would be so much better than what they're currently doing. Making this area included for your stay would encourage a lot of new bookings, as well as probably higher average daily rates because of the property would be in higher demand. We were able to get a tour though. This place is stunning. The pool up top here would be probably one of the top pool views in the world. I was just so frustrated that I could not swim in it because of the expensive cost, but it's just really beautiful. The views, it's just very nicely put together. Now, I do have an update. I believe if you book this property through a special travel agency that has like the stars program or preferred travel agency with the property, I think they are including now a couple hour session to be able to use the pool. Now here we also have the fitness center. Fitness center is state of the art. It has all the brand new high-end fitness equipment from the treadmills, Stairmaster, elliptical machines. It has the free weights, it has the bikes, and it goes all the way back. Unfortunately, this fitness center does not have any views, but I'm glad that at least the restaurants here all offer the views, but it's still a great design. I love the wallpaper, I love the complimentary water and fruit, and the cold towels down below. The fitness center also has all those cool wood tones on both the floor and the sides of the wall. It's just very nicely put together with the lighting. It felt very high-end and luxurious. Okay, now for the review of the Koenigshof Luxury Collection here in Munich. I'm going to start with the rooms. Rooms overall, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. They're extremely luxurious. It's just, in my opinion, the basic rooms here are just a little bit more on the small side, especially for the really high price point in the city. I feel like they could have just been a little bit bigger as well. Sometimes the lighting, it can just feel a little bit dark, and just kind of smaller windows. I wish that the windows were a little bit bigger. And then the bathroom, I feel like they could have used a little bit better materials, like more marbling, and then kind of more luxurious like doors. It just, the materials in there are just a little bit more basic. Next up is going to be inspiration. Overall, how overall inspired was I by the hotel? That's going to get a 4.5 out of 5. Overall, it's really nice. I like the building, the design. It's just, a lot of the rooms are just kind of facing another building. It's not until you get to the 9th floor for breakfast when you can actually see the incredible view looking out over the whole city. I wish that the hotel could overall maybe be a little bit higher with some rooms that also had that view. That would make it a lot more inspiring. But overall, it's still a good score because the lobby areas, public spaces, everything was really special. Next up is going to be service. Service, I am going to give 5 out of 5. I haven't come across any flaws with service. They had several welcome notes. They tried their best to arrange an upgrade. It just wasn't available. They visited with us at breakfast. When we checked in, everyone just has a big smile, very friendly. The general manager here is doing an incredible job, and it really shows. Finally, value. Would I return here? Overall, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely, I would love to come back, but it's not like on the top of my list. It's a very special hotel. Maybe if we got like a bigger suite next time or something like that, it would be a little bit higher on value. But just the room itself is the most important thing to me. The room, I mean, again, it's pretty nice. It's just a little bit on the smaller side, as well as like this whole wall here. I feel like they could have done something better with it. As well as in the photos, they have like another really cool lamp in the corner here that's missing from this room. So I feel like for value to be really high, it would just have to be, the room would just have to be a little bit better in my opinion. But overall, it's still a really good score. This is a beautiful luxury property here in the city. Definitely still one of the best hotels in Munich in my opinion. There's not really another one that I would consider. Maybe the Andes with Hyatt, so maybe next time we'll take a look at that one. But otherwise, these are the only two that really stuck out to me, as well as like the Rosewood, although the Rosewood is very expensive, but that one also looks really stunning here in the city. Can't wait to see you in the next review. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next hotel, as it could be a perfect score and you don't want to miss it.